One of South Lakes' toughest matchups returns tonight in what should be one of the best games of the season so far. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to regional semifinal basketball here at Wendell G. Burr Gymnasium, the home of the South Lakes Seahawks. This is, as always, Noah Schubert, your voice of South Lakes varsity basketball. The 10-5 Madison Warhawks are in town looking to end the season of the hometown 14-0 Seahawks. Madison comes in tonight off a 45-31 win over McLean on Tuesday and is on their third game in 4 days after topping the Herndon Hornets in the first round of the tournament. South Lakes remains unbeaten after pulling away in the fourth quarter against Langley on Tuesday, a 71-50 win for the Seahawks. The last time these two teams played, South Lakes eked out a 6-point, 60-54 victory, tied for their closest margin this season. But with a fatigued Madison team in front of them, the Seahawks may have an easier path. However, with any tournament basketball, seedings and records are thrown out of the window, as both teams want nothing more than to punch their ticket to the regional championship one step closer to the state tournament.
Good evening and welcome to Wendell G. Burr Gymnasium. This evening in the regional semifinal, we have the Madison Warhawks versus your South Lake Seahawks. Please remember that you represent your school as a fan, player, and parent. So let the players play, the coaches coach, and the referees referee. Following this evening's contest, please exit out behind the bleachers immediately following the game. Now let's rise to the national anthem. Now, this evening's lineups for the Warhawks. At guard, junior, number 1, Bo Kablank. At guard, senior, number 2, Elijah Turner. Forward, senior, number 12, Logan Spafford. At forward, senior, number 21, RJ Waldron. And at forward, senior number 22, Colin Cup. Madison, coached by Kevin Roller, assisted by Bobby Baton and Andrew Beckman. And now, the starting lineup for your South Lake Seahawks. Point guard, senior 12, Oliver G-On. Also playing guard, junior number 2, Kyle Payne. In the middle, senior number 24, Clark Castleberry. At guard, senior number 5, Danny Cooley. And playing guard, senior number 21, Matthew LaJoy. Desmond, assisted by David Cincinnati, Derek Franklin, and Herb Shandown.
And here we go. Regional semifinal basketball underway. Madison at South Lakes. Warhawks with possession to start off as the visiting team, getting some quick passes on the interior. Spin move. No basket, but heading the line is Colin Tuft.
Yeah, foul.
Tuft was first team all district and all region for Madison this year. First free throw is good. And Tuft goes 2 for 2. Tuft committed to play baseball at UVA following the end of his high school career. Madison doing their own form of South Lakes' full court press defense. Seahawks starting Matthew Latour for the first time in a while over Matthew Logan, with Sammy Cooley, Kyle Tang, Oliver Gion, and Clark Castleberry in as well. Latour gets inside to Castleberry, forced to kick it back out. South Lakes working it around the perimeter, not finding a way into the interior. Gion finds a short back door. Tang pulls up, and the shot is down for Kyle Tang, who ties up the game at 2. Just over a minute in, and we've already seen the defensive prowess of both of these teams. The energy is electric coming from both benches already. Madison gets the inside again. Open in the corner. Three-pointer is good for Bo Kublank. South Lakes now on the other end. Gion working the point guard rather than the usual Kyle Tang. Latour pulls up from 3. Shot goes too strong, but off of the Warhawks and out of bounds on the baseline. Gion gets it off the back of Colin Tuft. Tried that same play before and had the same result. Could not get the basket to fall. Three-pointer is up and off the mark. Rebound by Venture in the hands of Castleberry. But a held ball called with Elijah Turner putting up the effort. But possession arrow goes to the Seahawks. Tang gets it off to Latour. South Lakes gets it inside to Castleberry. Land is no good. Rebound goes to the Warhawks. Turner take it up himself. Madison looking for an opening on the inside. Driving the lane, cannot get the basket to go, was Logan Spafford. Matthew Latour on the other end. Latour gives up to Cooley. Back to Latour, inside to Castleberry. Lay-in is good for Clark Castleberry. Castleberry with 18 in Tuesday's win against Langley, including 14 points in the second half. Madison with a miscommunication on the pass. Three-pointer is up and off the mark for Boca Blanc. Rebound to Kyle Tang. Latour thought he had an opening, was quickly plugged up by the Madison defense. Takes it in himself. Shot was up but no good. Foul called on Logan Spafford. First free throw is good. And the tour goes 2 for 2. South Lakes ties the game up 6-6. Gian up to Latour, pulls up from deep. Three-pointer off, rebound to Kyle Tang. Jumper is good. South Lakes now extending their lead to 3 points after the Kyle Tang jumper. Madison works it around. Tuft in the middle, working on Castleberry. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound to Clark Castleberry. Oliver Gian on the other end. And a sea of Madison defenders loses the ball. Kablank on the other end as Nate Owen heads to the scores table. Cooley now on Kablank. Drives in, gives up to Tuft. Tuft now to take it back out. Turner to Tuft, who pulls up. Shot is good for Colin Tuft. Brings Madison to within one. Latour with the Euro step inside. Rebound to Castleberry, who puts it back up. Tang with the press up on defense. South Lake's doing what they do best, plugging up the middle and forcing teams to the outside. And the travel is called on Logan Spafford as EJ Finney and Daniel Pons and Nate Owen check in the game for Sammy Cooley, Oliver Gian, and Clark Castleberry. Owen pulls up from three. Shot no good. Rebound goes to the Warhawks on the other end. Tang pokes the pass away and out of bounds. Madison working around. Blank kicks it out. Three-pointer is up and short. Rebound to Matthew Latour. William Gary on the miss. Latour gets it inside to Owen. Reverse layup, rolls around and in for Nate Owen. Blank gives out to Gary. Madison working around. And tough call for the travel. As Cooley and Gian check back into the game, Kyle Tang and Matthew Latour to the bench. Finney gets it into Gian. Southwick's quick on the passes. Cooley drives in, gets it inside to Pons. Lay-in is good for Daniel Pons. Southlake's now up by 7. With 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Time has flown in this first 8 minutes of basketball. Both teams going back and forth. Not a lot of clock stoppages. Helped a lot. Pass inside, stolen by Cooley. Gets it up to Gian. To Finney. Lay-in is no good. As the foul is called on the floor on Oliver Gian. Kablank with 15 seconds at his disposal. Gives up to Turner. Cross to Spafford. Back up to Turner. Inside to Tuft. Tuft somehow makes his way through a sea of hands. Cooley throws up the half-court shot off the backboard, and that will be it for 1 quarter of basketball. Southlake's 14, Madison 9. Trader Joe's in Reston. Special shout out to Trader Joe's Reston and crew for their donation of the beautiful flowers gifted to the senior boys basketball. Your kindness and warm sense of community are greatly appreciated by the Seahawks basketball program and South Lakes Booster Club. Please lend your Seahawks support to our generous local business supporters. Trader Joe's, we thank you for your continued support of Seahawks athletics in 2021. And as always, go Seahawks. 14-9 is your score after 8 minutes. Clark Castleberry and Kyle Tang with 4 apiece for the Seahawks. Nate Owen, Matthew Latour, and Daniel Pons with 2, respectively. Colin Tuft leads Madison with 6, and Bo Kablank providing the only other basket with 3 points himself. Owen, Finney, Cooley, Pons, and Gian on the court for South Lakes. Madison with a new lineup. Kublank, Tuft, Spafford still on. New additions are Roger Waldron and Dmitry Hershishin. Tuft drives in the lane. Cooley there had his hands up. Tuft made it pass. Gian in the corner, drives in the lane. Layup is no good, but the foul is called on the shot as Oliver Gian will head to the line for 2. First free throw, no good. A rare 0 for 2 trip to the free throw line for Oliver Gian as South Lakes leaves 2 points on the board. Madison, within 1 possession, could tie it up here. Steal by Nate Owen, can't control it, back to Madison. Pass inside through the hands of Hershishin and into the hands of Oliver Gian, who takes it up. Gets inside to Owen, to Pons. Has it tapped away. Madison on the fast break. Tough blocked from behind by Nate Owen. Clean, hard block by the junior. As Nigel Howard, Clark Castleberry, and Kyle Tang check in for Cooley, Pons, and Finney. Kablank gets it into Spafford. Tough calls out the play and gives it back up to Kablank. Madison working around the three-point line. Shot is up and no good. Rebound to Castleberry. Tang up to Gian. Owen in the corner. Three-pointer is short. Kablank grabs it. Tried to pass it up to Tough. Pass was too far. Out of bounds goes to the Seahawks. As Elijah Turner checks in the game for Bo Kablank. And Matthew Latour checks in for Nate Owen. Spafford up on Tang in the backcourt. Tang gets it inside to Castleberry to Howard. Can't quite get it. Recovers. Lay-in, no good. Rebound to Spafford. Tough drives in. Hershish gets it into Turner. Pass goes nowhere. As Latour tried to grab it. And Madison retains possession, called by the refs. Spafford gives up to Turner, inside to Hershishin. Blocked by Howard. Latour tried to pass it to Tang. Madison on the other end. Logan Spafford putting his first points on the board. And the travel is drawn by Roger Waldron on Oliver Gian. That's Gion's second foul of the game as Nate Owen checks in for Gian.
Nate Owen.
Turner running the point in place of Kablank. Waldron inside to Tuft. Works around the defense, but the foul is called on Clark Castleberry. As Colin Tuft has the line for 2. Looking to take the lead here for Madison. First free throw falls short off the front of the rim as Sammy Cooley checks in for Clark Castleberry. Tuff goes 0 for 2, rebound to Matthew Latour. Owen on the other end. Can't get the layup to fall, rebound to Madison. Spafford slows it down. Inside to Turner. Foul called on the floor. Matthew Latour called for the foul.
Matthew Latour before the shot.
Come on, Seahawks, you're still winning. Settle down. It's your game.
Turner drives in, kicks it out to Tuft. Thought about the 3. Persian at the top. Tuft finally finds an opening and gets the land to go. Colin Tuft now at double digits, 10 of Madison's 15 points as they take a 1-point lead. Kablank heads to the scorers table. Southlake's on their own possession. Howard all the way across the court to Latour. Gets it out to Owen. Back to Latour, who pulls up from three. Splash! Down, Matthew Latour. And just like that, Southlake's back up by 2. Tuft up to Spafford, who pulls up from 3. Cannot answer to Latour. 3-pointer rebound to Kyle Tang. Tang kicks out to Owen. Nate Owen now from 3. Shot too strong. Rebound to Madison. Nate Owen now 0 for 3 from 3 in this game. Off the backboard and in for Logan Spafford. Warhawks tied up at 17 apiece. All things being considered, a low-scoring effort for Southlakes, lower than usual. Latour gives it up to Tang. Latour drives it in, kicks it out to Kyle Tang, who's forced to reset the offense, take it past the 3-point line. Cooley to Tang in the corner. Gives up to Latour inside, and the travel is called on Matthew Latour as Bo Kablank checks into the game for Roger Waldron. Kablank takes back point guard duties from Elijah Turner. Still 17-17 as we are close to hitting the 2-minute mark. Turner to Kablank. To Hershishin. Spafford with nowhere to go. Forced to give it up to Turner. Spafford, pull-up jumper, finds its way in. Madison takes the lead. Tang pulls up from 3. Shot is off. Rebound directly to Spafford. Into Tuft. Can't get the lane to go. Hershishin with the rebound. Foul is called on Nigel Howard. Pardon me, Sammy Cooley. First free throw is good for Hershishin. As EJ Finney checks in for Kyle Tang. And Hershishin goes 2 for 2. Timeout is called by South Lakes. Seahawks fan cutouts are the next best thing to being there. Share your Seahawks spirit for all teams at home competitions for the upcoming indoor and outdoor sports seasons. Let's pack the stands and make a crowd. 36 by 24-inch cutouts are available at just $45 each. 100% contactless ordering and fulfillment is guaranteed. Links found on Boosters' social media pages and South Lakes Athletic website. Special thanks to the DSA office who will manage the fan cutouts. When spectators are back, Boosters will issue purchasers a hard copy booster pass for the current school year. Cheer on the Seahawks from anywhere, all the time. Seahawks appreciate your never-ending school spirit, and we thank you for supporting our student athletes. And as always, go Seahawks. 21-17 in favor of Madison is how the score stands. Madison on a 4-0 run after South Lakes tied it up at 17 apiece. Colin Tuff leading the charge with 10 points for the Warhawks. On South Lakes side, Matthew Litzer leads with 5. Clark Castleberry and Kyle Tang still with 4. Finney running the point. Latour. Howard pulls up from 3. Shot is off. Rebound to Madison. Under a minute left now for both teams. Owen presses up on Spafford. Works it around to Tuft. Inside to Spafford. Lay-in is good for Logan Spafford. Southern's looking to get some points on the board before the first half expires. Owen to Latour, back to Owen, inside to Cooley. Drive strong, blocked by Tuft, but the foul was called as Sammy Cooley heads to the line for 2.
Four-hand foul made by R.J. Walker. Sammy Cooley, fraction foul was on Logan Spafford, his second.
Cooley's first free throw is good. And Cooley goes 2 for 2. Under 30 now for Madison. South Lakes pressing up, trying to prevent any more shots going up for the Warhawks. Spafford gets up to Turner. Three-pointer is good for Elijah Turner. Madison now up by 7. South Lakes running out of time. Owen, three-pointer is too strong off the back rim, and that will be your first half score. Madison 26, South Lakes 19. Colin Tuft with 10 points, leading all scores. Logan Spafford with 8. Boca Blank and Elijah Turner with 3 apiece, and Dimitri Hershishin with 2. For South Lakes, Matthew Latour with 5. Kyle Tang and Clark Castleberry with 4 each. Sammy Cooley, Nate Owen, and Daniel Pons with 2 apiece. The South Lakes Booster Club would like to acknowledge our 2020-2021 corporate sponsors from the local business community. We could not do this without you on our team. If your business would like to join this auspicious group, corporate sponsorship opportunities are still available. Just email boosters.slhs@gmail.com, boosters.slhs@gmail.com. Heading into 2021, please keep lending your Seahawks support to our generous local business sports sponsors. Dev Technology Group, Red's Table Restaurant, Staying Family Orthodontics, Capstone Chiropractic, LS Technologies LLC, CR Copeland Realty, Kyle Knight State Farm Insurance Agent, Taylor Living in Northern Virginia, and finally, Legler Ice. In its second year of operation, Baba Blanket is an SLHS student-managed company. The Seahawks JA Team won 2020 Company of the Year plus top honors for their executive team and faculty advisors and competed at the national JA level. Baba Blanket promotes warmth, comfort, and ease in this time of uncertainty. The team donated money and blankets to the PTSA Pantry for their December campaign. 2021 introduced a new Valentine's line with a sales goal to donate 130 blankets to Ashby Pond Senior Living Center. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and the team is 50% to meeting their goal. Great selections for your special Valentine, plus you can earn a raffle ticket for each blanket you donate. Raffle prize is a $25 Baba Blanket gift card. Check out baba-blankets.com. give your love, and send a hug. And as always, let's go Seahawks, and let's get to 130 for Baba Blankets. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with some basketball action in just a few minutes. South Lakes down 26-19 at the half to the Madison Warhawks. While we wait for this game to start back up, big shout out to the girls team for beating Chantilly 47-41 to advance the regional tournament championship before this game began. And while we're on the topic of Seahawks sports, big shout out to the Seahawks athletes for the month of January: senior wrestler Tyler Otwell and freshman gymnast Abby Anderson. Anderson qualified for the state gymnastic meet on beam and bars, and her teammate Amelia Wyatt qualified on the beam. On Wednesday, the wrestling team traveled to Centerville for the Northern Region Finals, and big congratulations to the team on their strong showing, and our best wishes to Jaden Louveran, a freshman 106 pounds, who punched his card to the state tournament. Both teams are back on the court, and we are less than 2 minutes away from second half action here at Wendell G. Bird Gymnasium. Southlake's down by 7 at the half, looking to rally in what usually is a slow third quarter for the Seahawks before picking up the pace in the fourth. But hopefully they can change those trends and patterns and find their way to a victory here. But to do so, they'll have to get past Madison's electric offense. Colin Tuff, of course, leading with 10. Tuff dropped 25 on Southlakes in the team's first matchup, a 60-54 win for Southlakes. Latour, Tang, Cooley, Jian, and Castleberry on the floor for Southlakes to start. Madison still in their pre-half huddle. Hirschison, Kublank, Turner, Spafford, and Tuft on the floor for Madison. Latour on the inbounds. Kyle Tang grabs it, and just like that, we have started the second half of the regional semifinal between Southlakes and Madison. Latour pulls up, shot no good, rebound to Hirschison. Spafford to Kublank, who slows it down. Tang working on the much taller Hirschison as the travel is called inside on Colin Tuft. Tang taking it coast to coast, gives it to Castleberry. Second attempt goes up for Clark Castleberry. Southlakes one basket closer to tying this game back up. Tuft had the open three, went against it. Jian close to drawing a 5-second. But Madison manages to get it away. Tuft again open from three, electing not to take the shot. Turner now drives in, tried to get it inside, picked up by Tang. He gives it up to Cooley. Cooley pulls up from three, rebound to Castleberry as the foul is called on the floor. Castleberry called on the foul. And that's his third. Spafford gives up inside to Hirschison, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Matthew Latour. Latour gives it up to Cooley, but gets it taken away by Tuft. Spafford tried to get it inside to Hirschison, off of Madison and on the Southlakes baseline. Tang inside to Latour. Shot is good for Matthew Latour. Southlakes now down by 3. Turner has it tipped away by Gian out of bounds. Logan checks in for Castleberry. Tang on Kublank. As the block is called on Kyle Tang on the inside. Christian out as RJ Waldron checks in. Tough shot, no good. Cooley on the defense. Gian passed it right into the hand of Tuft, but Latour grabs it on the other end. As the foul is called on RJ Waldron. Latour gets inside to Cooley. Shot bounces around. Can't find its way in, but the putback is good for Sammy Cooley. Southlakes on a run. Cutting a 7-point halftime deficit to just 1 in a little over 3 minutes. Tuft drives in. Cooley fouled and 1 for Colin Tuft. Tuft's free throw no good. Rebound to the Seahawks. Celtics working around the 3-point line. Logan to Owen to Tang. Tang drives in lane. Owen in the corner for 3. Shot no good, but rebound back to South Lakes. Latour. Shot no good. Ball goes back to Madison. Driving into the lane, and 1 shot good for Logan Spafford. As EJ Finney checks in for Matthew Latour. Three-point play by Logan Spafford brings him up to 11. Madison lead extended to 6 points. Their Southlakes cut it to 1. Logan gets into Cooley. Back out to Owen. Owen pulls up. Shot no good. Turner tried to get it in. Blocked away by Cooley. Picked up by Logan as he is fouled in transition. As Nigel Howard checks in for Sammy Cooley. Finney gets it into Howard. Howard pulls up. Jumper is good for Nigel Howard. His first basket of the game. Cuts Madison lead to 4. Matthew Latour heads to the scorers table. Tang, Defensive Player of the Year for Liberty District, up on Kablank. Logan tried to tip it away as Tang called for yet another block. Matthew Latour checks in for Tang. Tang up to 2 fouls now for the game. Kablink's inbound was tipped away and out of bounds. Sammy Cooley now checks in for Matthew Logan. Kublink finds Tuft underneath. Turner somehow gets it inside. Spafford gives it back up to Tuft at the top, and Madison resets. Waldron works it around Finney on the defense. Owen up on Kablank. Kablank shot goes off the rim and in. Bo Kablank's first point since the early three-pointer. Madison lead now at 6. Latour takes it back up to the halfway line. Latour thought about the 3, but Tuft pulling up in defense. As Cooley now pulls up for 3 off the mark. And the rebound goes to Madison. Tipped away by Southlakes and out of bounds. William Geary checks in the game for Boca Blank. And Elijah Turner takes over point guard duties. Pass stolen by Latour. Lay-in is good. Hustle play by the Seahawks leads 2 points. It's a 4-point game as the timeout is called by Madison. The South Lakes Booster Seahawks store is online. Got to look good in 2021. Seahawks fans, family, alumni, and future Seahawks. So be sure to check out the Seahawks online store to get your spirit wear and Seahawks gear to show off your Seahawks pride. Where can you find it? Links are found on the Booster social media pages and the South Lakes Athletic website. Check it out. Get your green and blue on. And as always, go Seahawks. South Lakes is looking to overcome a 7-point halftime deficit. Madison up 33-29. Turner finally gets it in. South Lakes quick with the pressure on full court. Howard near miss on the steal as Madison retains possession. As the double dribble is called on Roger Waldron. South Lakes ball back as Andy Hurt goes to the scorer's table and checks in for Matthew Latour. EJ Finney has it tipped away by Waldron. Gives up to Turner. Thought about pulling up from 3, but Hurt was there for the stop. 50 seconds left now for both teams. Turner works it inside. Layup, no good. Rebound to Hurt. Finney now take it up for the Seahawks. Cooley spins, drives in. Lay-in is good for Sammy Cooley. Madison now with 30 seconds. Jury in his own side of the court. Gives it up to Waldron, who drives in. Lay-in is good for RJ Waldron. Teams trading baskets. 15 seconds now for South Lakes. Trying to get the open shot. Finney open for three. Off. Howard. Shot is blocked by Spafford. And the 4-point deficit will take South Lakes into the fourth quarter. Usually the best quarter for the Seahawks, looking to turn things around in this game. But the Huntington Learning Center, just down the street off of Eldon in Herndon, has partnered with the South Lakes Boosters Club to support our Seahawks in the classroom and on the field of play, offering many different programs to suit your students' needs, including SAT and ACT test prep and homework help in all subjects. Mention code SLHS2020 when you meet with Huntington and sign up. Huntington will make a donation to the South Lakes Booster Club for each Seahawks sign up. Go ahead and check it out. Thank you, Huntington Learning Center, for your support this school year. And as always, let's go Seahawks. Madison up 35-31. South Lakes cutting the 7-point halftime deficit to 4. But still with some work to do, as this Warhawk team shows no sign of stopping. South Lake steps back onto the court with Castleberry, Gion, Cooley, Tang, and Latour. Madison with the fourth quarter inbounds. Kablank, Turner, Giri, Waldron, and Spafford on the court for Madison. Tang already a nuisance for Kablank. Able to get it up to Waldron. As the push-off is called on Kablank. South Lake's ball on the sideline. Colin Tuff checks back in the game for William Giri. Tang taking back over point guard duties. Drives in the lane. Shot is blocked by Colin Tuft, rising up and swatting this shot out of bounds. Gion can set up to Cooley. Sally's working it around. And the push-off called on Oliver Gion. And that'll be his third of the game. Castleberry and Gion now with 3 fouls. Tuff gets it into Spafford, who works around Cooley and gets the lay-in to go. As the block is called on the other end on Bo Kablank. That'll be his third foul. Gion gets into Castleberry, back to Gion. Has it stripped from him by Colin Tuft, who is a menace up top. Tuft drives in and gets it to go off the glass. South Lake's now down by 8. Tang loses it, and Madison able to force the turnover. Turner pulls up and gets his shot to drop. Madison slowly pulling away from this, up now by 10. Tang pulls up from 3. Rebound up in the air, grabbed by Cooley. Gion puts it up. Shot no good. Rebound goes back to Madison. South Lake's down 41-31. Tough gets it into Spafford. 2 layup attempts don't go in as the rebound drops to Southlakes. Looking to put up any points on the other end. The Chore drives in and gets the land to go as a timeout is called by South Lakes. The Chore now up to 11 points, cutting South Lakes' deficit back down to single digits, now down by 8. A congratulations are in order to the Seahawks who qualified for and will travel to Chantilly for the Northern Regional Track Meet this Friday and Saturday, weather permitting. And a good luck to all the Seahawks student athletes trying out for a spot on our Seahawk fall sports teams who are set to take their stages within the coming weeks. But back to the game at hand. South Lakes down 41-33, 3-possession game at the minimum. .526 between one of these two teams and the end of their seasons. South Lakes doing their best to keep it that it isn't theirs, but definitely with some work to do. Madison able to get it in. Tuft on the other end. Playing is good for Colin Tuft. Tang to Gion. Gion's jumper, no good. Grab zone rebound. Can't get the putback. Ends up with the board, but is called for the travel. Tuft limps off the court. Replaced by Jiri. Will be a tough loss for Madison if he is out for the rest of the game. South Lakes with just over 5 minutes left, down by 10. Spafford and Turner trading it back and forth. Tang pressing up on defense. Latour switching from Kublink to Waldron. Madison maybe looking to hold the ball for a little longer than usual. Turner gets inside, had it blocked from behind by Owen, but the foul was called on the junior. As Elijah Turner now heads to the line for 2. Turner's first free throw is good. And Turner goes 2 for 2. Madison lead up to 12 now. 4 minutes and 20 seconds now for South Lakes. Latour. Shot was up. And he'll head to the line for 2.
Fouls on R.J. Waldron. Second. Matthew Latour shooting 2.
Tour's first free throw is good. And Latour goes 2 for 2. As timeout is called by Southlakes. Madison was one of the toughest teams Southlakes played all year, and they're rearing their head once more in what has been one of the more competitive games that we've seen all year for Southlakes, and especially at their home court. But with Colin Tuft for Madison limping on the bench, possible that he might be out for the rest of the game, could provide interesting situation for Madison down the stretch. Southlakes comes in with Gian, Owen, Tang, Logan, and Latour. Madison's lineup checks back in. Spafford, Kablank, Turner, Geary, and Waldron. Southlakes with the full court press, trying to force a 10-second. Gian up on Spafford as Sammy Cooley sits at the scorer's table. Latour tips it away. Has a wide open, and lay-in is good for Matthew Latour. Lead for Madison back down to 8. Kablank very near the 5-second. Southlakes unable to corral the loose ball. Turner slips and is called for the travel. Sammy Cooley checks in, and Colin Tuft is back in the game. Slight limp on that injured leg. Latour loses it on the drive, and it goes out of bounds. Madison ball. Kablank gets it into Geary. Cooley providing the defense on William Geary. Gets it out to Turner. As Tang fouls Turner on the layup, and he'll go to the line for the 3-point play. And Elijah Turner's free throw bounces in and out. Madison lead stays at 10 as Nate Owen pulls up from 3 and is good to go. Nate Owen finally gets a three-pointer to get into the basket. 5-second being breached once more by Madison. Spafford with the and one on the other end. Madison keeps putting balls in the basket. And Spafford misses the free throw. Southlakes down by 9. Cooley to Gian. Gian fouled on the shot and will head to the line for 2. Gian's first free throw is good. And Gian goes 2 for 2. That's Oliver's first points on the box score. Kublank able to get it into Turner. Madison moving efficiently down the court. Southern's looking for a stop. Turner with a wide open lane to the hoop and gets the lay-in to drop. Owen on the other end. Gian back to Owen. Three-pointer for Nate Owen. Off. Rebound to Latour underneath the basket, and his lay-in is good. Cooley and Tang trying to double Turner. Cooley up on Kublank. Tuft gets it away. Spafford thought about the three, went against it. As the foul is called by Nate Owen, and RJ Waldron heads to the line for 2.
Two shots.
Waldron's first free throw falls short off the front of the rim.
Shoot one more.
Waldron goes 0 for 2, rebound to Latour. Southlake's down 7 with 1:45 at their disposal. Owen thought about the three, went against it. Gian drives in, lane is good for Oliver Gian. Timeout called by Southlakes, down 51-46. 1:41 left for both teams here. Southlakes down by 2 possessions. Madison in the double bonus. And with a foul to give on the Seahawks, may use it at their disposal. Kublank on the inbounds as EJ Finney checked in the game for Oliver Gian. Madison still gets it up the court. Tried to trap Turner in the corner, but Madison able to work it around. As Owen fouls Colin Tuft, he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. Owen now up to 4 fouls. Nate Owen, one of the better three-point shooters for Southlakes. Tuft's first free throw rims out as Gian checks back in the game for Finney. And Tuft gets the second one to fall. Lead up to 6 for Madison. Tang gets it to Owen. Tang pulls up, shot falls short. Gian with the rebound and gets the lane to go underneath. Kublank gets it into Turner. Southlake's down now by only 4. Looking to get a clean steal and not resort to fouling. Turnaround jumper for Kublank. No good, but Southlakes cannot grab the rebound. as Madison calls the timeout, giving South Lakes a little more life on the clock. It'll be Madison inbounds, 49.3 seconds on the clock. Kablank, Turner, Jiri, Spafford, and Tuft on the court for Madison. Latour, Jian, Cooley, Tang, and Owen for South Lakes. Spafford gets inside to Jiri. Madison now working it around. Loose ball picked up by Nate Owen. Jian has it inside. Land falls short. Jian tried to grab it from Jiri, but draws a foul on himself as William Jiri heads to the line for 2 free throws.
Shot committed by Nate Owen. That's fifth.
Correction, foul was called on Nate Owen,
Gary's gonna shoot.
and he's out of the game. As John Luongo checks in, the junior. Gary's first free throw is good. And Gary goes 2 for 2. South Lakes running out of time here. There's trouble over the clock. Clock started without Tang touching it. But now South Lakes back as Luongo three-pointer is short. Rebound to Luongo. Latour pulls up from 3. That one is short. Rebound goes to Spafford, and he is fouled. Logan Spafford heads to the line for 2 shots. Spafford's first free throw is good.
Spafford, shoot one more. RJ Waller in for Colin Tough.
And Spafford goes 2 for 2. South Lakes having to get a quick shot up. Tang gets the lay-in to go.
Foul thing.
Coach Desmond elects not to call the timeout. Madison fouled on the other end as Giri will head to the line once more.
Give him Gary.
First free throw good for Gary. And Gary goes 2 for 2. Lachor deep three. Heads out of bounds and off the inbounds. That will do it for the game. Madison 58, South Lakes 50. South Lakes' first loss of the season is a costly one, a loss in the regional semifinals, and their season is now over. Colin Tuft and Matthew Latour, along with Logan Spafford, with 17 points each, leading scorers. Elijah Turner with 11. A 14-0 season ends at the hands of Madison. South Lake drops to 14-1 and is now out of the regional tournament. Madison now heads to the regional finals. This is Noah Schubert signing off. We will be back for girls varsity basketball as they did advance to the regional tournament championship, and we'll be back for that game.